going to be EnTe against Neutron, and let's go.
Yeah, I gotta say, EnTe, the most deserving person to get this spot as a replacement for Hawk, because he was the one person in the qualifiers that when you saw him in there, he was like, yeah, he's gonna make it through. And then he had to drop out because he had to leave. He was practicing at Juan's place for a boot camp, and he had to go. He had to go. He had to leave. He had to go home, and he had to drop out. So
Yeah,
definitely
Juan kicked him
deserving.
out. He said, "Yo, you're past the time there."
Rent's only paid till 11. Bucko, get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Got my house. Leave your key card on the way out. Okay. So this is an Alter Crypt opener for EnTe, and this could be ghouls into Gargs. This could be... I don't think this will be expansion, but it could definitely be some weird shenanigans. Could be Lich Gargs. Could be Death Knight ghouls. Sorry, Lich Ghoul. Oh, thank you. Sorry, Lich Ghouls into Death Knight ghouls. But opens up the possibility for Gargs later on. So this is interesting. We'll see what EnTe wants to do. And of course, the Keeper of the Grove for Neutron, very common on this map. You can go into Mass Fairies if you go double Ancient Winds. There's a lot of versatility here. And again, the undead player going to have to react to what he sees.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the first map in this sort of a matchup always determines what they're going to do later on. Do you want a metagame and not go for an expansion, then go for one right away the next game? There's a lot of, in matchups that have this much variability, there's a lot of room for metagaming. Expansion timings, hero choices, you know, all-ins potentially, cheeses, which we could see, you know, 2 Crypt, of course, from the undead comes to mind. Lots of options and lots of thought that goes into the metagaming around them as well. So we'll see what happens, but so far so standard.
Yeah, EnTe getting the better spawn as well. The spawn does matter on this map. The RNG for critters is very awkward. If you spawn in the bottom, the only critter is up here at the tavern for the undead player. However, if you spawn at the top, the critter's right here, very close to that orange camp that you want to creep out, and that's what EnTe is going to do. He's going to kill this chicken right now. It's going to go down, and then we will see fast skellies and creeping very quickly. And just, you know, a good trademark on this map of good spawning, off to a good start for EnTe, also known as Duck. And yeah, Carson, this Acolyte might go down, but what do you think about that?
I think he should have killed that critter with the Acolyte. All that talk about speeding up your creeping by a couple of seconds, and the Acolyte does not kill the critter. So, you know, all that time lost for the Acolyte's going to fall. Got a good scout. What did he see? Well, he probably saw the tech. He might have not seen it. He saw 2 Moonwells. So he maybe didn't get as much information as he would have liked, but he can run his Death Knight down and scale for a potential expansion.
Yeah, so far so good. Gonna be creeping up. Level 2 for the DK should be uncontested. The Keeper might come back up, but I think that EnTe should have enough time to creep out those turtles. And actually gonna be teching here. We'll probably see a graveyard as soon as the ghouls hack down that one tree. And wow, he's going on the aggressive, actually. He's not going to be creeping. Unless he's going for a big camp. Do you think he's going for a lab?
Well, this could be just him running across the map to bully Neutron off some of these camps, but also go for a potential cancel on the expansion if it was going up. You can just run past the Keeper, suicide a ghoul to an entangle, and just try to get that cancel no matter what. But he's going to at least find the archers creeping. So that's going to be something. He's going to be able to snag away this camp and get level 2. Auras, of course, very important in this matchup. And Neutron got really nice items, worth noting. +8 damage, and Staff of Teleportation is going into the main base. Acolytes, there's no Darubian.
Nothing here to defend, and these Treants with the Keeper will do a lot of damage. Entangle actually coming in to help out, and look at this. Entangle on one, Treants on the other. This is a lot of damage, and like you said, no Nerubian. There's no sustain here. You can't micro your Acolytes either with Entangle, and there's another Entangle as well. TB comes in right on top of the Keeper, actually. God. Staff, Coil.
Coil. Ooh. 2 Acolytes, though, right? Oh my god, yeah, that's certainly justifies the purchase of the Staff and the Moon Juice for Neutron. Definitely worth it. Oh my god, 2 Acolytes. 2 quick ones, and he's already getting there on the perfect line, Rick.
Yeah, this is great. And look at the tech for EnTe. He can't cancel and rebuild these. He has to eat this lack of mining for so long. That's a big, big blunder. And especially when you're trying to go into Gargs, which I assume he is with this graveyard. We don't see the double crypt yet, but this might actually be... Do you think this is just a fast tier 3 tech?
Yeah, it could be just a straight timing, and he's going to need that timing against this quick expansion from Neutron. And I feel like Neutron... This could be... There's no Huntress Hall yet. It could be Hippogriff riders, fairy dragons, because with this sort of hit and run style, with this quick of an expansion, that's typically what you see, especially on a map like this. Ooh, but EnTe sharking around. He's not going to be able to get the cancel, but maybe he could catch the tree uprooting and walking over potentially.
Oh my god, Neutron's going to double down in the same tech timing. He could have also got another Accolade with one Entangle, but he's going to back off anyway. Now the Halls of the Dead will have slow. Keeper doesn't want to take too much damage, especially with the staff on cooldown. A bad surround could go a big way, so you don't want to be doing that.
Okay, EnTe is going to snag away this creep, and this will be level 3 on the Death Knight. Very important level up. He's going to potentially, right after this run down, and like I said, he's going to catch that tree of life. Would love to see Neutron pull some wisps right now before it's too late. Put them on trees close by where that tree's going to go, so you don't lose it. But, oh, EnTe, he's going in for it. Neutron's going back into the base with level 3, and he's got an Alchemist now, of course. Wind's coming up as well. But the tree, the wisps are too late. Town Portal, I love that Town Portal. Or maybe
Wait,
just a staff.
hold on, that's a staff, yeah.
Okay. No, he did
No,
Town
he
Portal.
did Town Portal, but the army
Yeah.
was near the shop. Oh, okay. He had the staff, He had the staff as well.
I think it was on cooldown was the idea.
Oh, okay. Deny from EnTe, and he's going to keep pinging some damage on the tree. Does he want to kind of pull the creep camp? Because at this point, Neutron moving that tree closer and closer and closer. This is going to be...
Yeah, you could coil the creeps, maybe. Might be a decent play. And
This is
pull
still
them
a...
on.
This is still a really dicey situation for Neutron, because now we see the Lich coming down with a Skelly Rod, I assume. Skelly Rod and a Mana Pot, so EnTe wants to stick around and do more damage. And this is the worst time for Neutron to be creeping this out, but hopefully... Can EnTe get back there? Okay, Skelly Scout, he sees the timing, and surely he comes down here and does some damage. Not going to be able to get the Knoll. Neutron will get the big bulk of this camp, and a lot of these damage outputs, now you want to jump on this. And he does.
Oh, I don't like the coil on the Keeper, necessarily. I think this is the timing for the Undead to go for Archers. What does killing Archers do? Well, it reduces the Hippogriff Rider numbers, so the Night Elf doesn't really have map control until they have a really critical mass once this expansion's mined. But the Tree of Life? Oh my god, the Tree of Life could die. Look at it eating of the trees. This is so unorthodox. The 2 ghouls? Alright, are the ghouls going to be dealt with? The creeps? They need to be de-aggroed.
Okay, he de-aggroes the creeps, which is good. He's actually going to be able to clean up the ghouls as well. I think Neutron saves this tree with little to spare the creeps. But yeah, I think you're definitely right. There was tons of Novas here. This Archer count could be lowered a lot more. The Lich goes down, and there was Coil.
The tree, mistakes all across the board. The tree falls. Definitely worth a level 1 Lich to kill the tree. Oh, they both slip at the same time. And actually, at the end of the day, 2 Archers went down. Maybe even a third. There's another Coil.
Oh, he's going to staff out instead.
You know, I think, Rick, I think EnTe may have watched my my Theory Craft.
Why do you say that?
Because he's playing. He's playing how Happy plays.
Ah.
Although, you know, Happy didn't lose a Lich, but still pretty good idea. The delay, even if that tree didn't go down, that delay was still good. Even if the tree didn't go down, killing those Archers was still good. Because now we see Neutron going into Hippogriffs. And instead of 5, now there's going to be 3. And that's just from Coil Nova-ing Archers one at a time. There could even potentially be 1 Hippogriff Rider here. And then what are you going to creep if you're Neutron? Nothing.
Yeah, having the level 3 DK is good too. He can start to solo creep this Lich and get him high enough. Fiend transition is coming in, and the tier 3 tech is almost finished. So we are going to see that eventual Fiend transition, and it's okay that EnTe only has maybe 2, maybe 3 when this first fight happens at tier 3, because, like you said, with lack of Expo, this is as many Hippogriff Riders as there will be for a while. They're so expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fairy Dragons in low numbers are not good at all. Like, sub 50 supply, even sub 55 supply, they're really not that good. Which is why picking those apart is good. Yeah, this could be a good creep jack. With Coil Nova, just don't lose your hero. That Staff of Teleportation, this is why it's so important, but it's on cooldown right now. Oh, there's another Entangle.
Is that a dead DK?
It's just dead. Again, another hero loss from EnTe. Unfortunate. Now he's going to lose the Lich, too. Oh, jeez.
Okay, well, that's one way to lose the game. There's another Entangle about to be on the Fiend. If not, a Potion of Greater Mana, and GG's called, and yeah. What seemed like a good transition killing the expansion, he doubled down. No Destroyer. You're still caught in that same issue. You don't want to fight against Keeper 3 without Devour Magic for the Entangle, especially with no TP. Staff on cooldown. Just a bad timing to intercept. If he was going to play passive and hope that Neutron dove into the red camp, then that would be one thing, right? But Neutron didn't commit to the red camp, let the red camp leave, and then just took a fight. Just a bit of a blunder there from EnTe.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to make that mistake, but it's also the right idea from EnTe. It wasn't necessarily a strategical mistake going there. He just needed the staff to be off cooldown. If the staff is off cooldown, then if he entangles your DK, you can staff out. If he entangles your Lich, you always have a coil. And then you just stop the Night Elf from creeping. You pick off, Hippogriff Riders with Coil Nova, stuff like that. So there is, that was the right idea from EnTe. He just went a little bit earlier. The staff was still on cooldown, of course, so you're not that safe.
But can EnTe come back into game number 2? We're going to find out. Game number 2 on LR.
And Zinrock, too, with the 39 months. My man, over 3 years. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, man. Zinrock? Zinrock? Zinrochok? Rochok?
Zinrock 2.
Zinrock 2, my man. 39 months.
Looks like EnTe wants to do the same build as well. It's going to be an Altar Crypt opener. Likes that ghoul style. I do think ghoul style against elf is always good. It always keeps the elf on their toes. And, well, that's all I think about that.
All right, good input, Rick. Yeah, we're going to probably see a Keeper of the Grooverson again. The question is, how early will that expansion be? And how safe will it be? EnTe was sharking around. He was definitely looking for that expansion kill. He was very well aware that Neutron, 1, had one up, and 2, needed to uproot it to move it over to that expansion, and he was looking for the snipe, which he got eventually. So we'll see if he's able to do so again. We'll see if Neutron's able to keep his expansion safe this time, because honestly, he did do so successfully, but still, there was a couple of opportunities for EnTe to kill it, not just the time he succeeded.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a weird decision-making from EnTe, right? I think that's what we're seeing. Just, maybe he is unsure. He talks about this matchup, how he has a hard time with it, and then you see it's easier said than done when you're observing and playing, of course.
Yes.
But we can definitely see the lack of composure in these decision makings, that where we see other undead players that have good grasp of this matchup, they just know what to do and how to react, right? So the right intentions are there, but it's like the smaller decision-making mistakes that EnTe is doing, and it's kind of shooting himself in the foot, because everything else, the whole cake, all the recipe looks good.
Yeah, and because of that point exactly is why I love that EnTe's going for this Lich Fast expansion play, because he said himself in between games, it's not just us saying it, of course. He said, "Oh, I'm playing pretty badly. I haven't practiced much," of course, because he was playing. He wasn't preparing for this tournament. He didn't know he was going to be playing this tournament. But because of this, now he's going for the more macro style, the more strategical blind counter sort of win with this Lich Fast expansion. He's not going to play the micro one base style, because he's saying he wasn't playing perfectly. So I like this a lot from EnTe.
Yeah, I respect that too. He understands, totally okay with saying that he's playing bad. Doesn't blame imbalance, doesn't blame anything like that. Gonna say, you know what, I'm just gonna go for a build order win where I don't have to try too hard, and I'm, still a good enough player that if I can get this going, I can take a map and even up the series.
Yeah, for sure. And this is so far so good. He's got claws, and it looks as though Neutron's just gonna counter expand as well. He's getting a Huntress Hall. Ooh, actually, not a counter expand potentially. Could be double Ancient War Huntress all into this expansion, Ricky. We'll see if he puts down a second AOW. Okay, he is going to Tree of Life. Okay.
Yeah, the lack of archers as well. This kind of leads, early Huntress Hall. This could be like an AP at the expansion before the transition, or this could be like lore play later on. Because maybe, this map, obviously, with an expansion, Gargs are an option. Maybe you want those Dryads earlier. You want the lures anyway, just because you don't know what EnTe's doing. And, Neutron has been scouting with Wisps. He's fully aware that there's an expansion here. Lich level 2 as well. And with all these units, if EnTe goes for this Merc Camp, that could be a great creep. He's going to go for it.
I guess the idea with the early Huntress Hall is not necessarily to all in. It's just the fact that the archers are not going to stay alive. Like, if there's a Nova, and if this many Skellies and Ghouls get on top of them, they're just not going to live. Whereas Huntresses will live for a bit, and they're not too bad with the bouncing glaives against Huntresses, or against Ghouls, rather. So, I guess that's the idea. It's not necessarily he wants to all in, maybe. He just wants something that's not going to die immediately. The items again for Neutron. Look at the items. Incredible.
Sorry, someone just threw something at my house, I think. It started, my whole house shook, and I don't know. I don't know what happened. But the Keeper, this is the real Keeper actually. Gonna have to force a T because the Nova's coming in.
Oh my god. He did nothing there. He killed one ghoul.
Oh, and he gets
And
the
lost
hunt.
the Huntress. Oh, this is excellent for EnTe so far. Level 3 now. The expansion for Neutron is coming up. So it's not as though he had to do damage here, but he certainly didn't do anything other than one ghoul. So a nice little play for EnTe. And he's looking ahead in this game. That's what I'm talking about. These are the sort of strats you need to do, maybe if you're not feeling totally confident that day.
Yeah, and Neutron tries to get value, but now losing that hunt, he's only got an Archer and a Hunt left, I believe. A couple Treants, but he's starting to rebuild Hunts now. But the Tree of Life is up, and the good thing about Night Elf is you can tech and expand at the same time. So the tech for Neutron is very, very good, but just no units here. And now with that Lich level 3, you know, good amount of Skellies. This Lich is going to be able to hold Dark Ritual as well for more Novas with the Nerubian. I don't think you can break this.
Yeah, we'd love to see maybe a staff or boots on that Lich for EnTe, and then you're very much safe, even lacking that town portal you are. The one thing going for Neutron, of course, he has his own expansion, but he's also got the tech advantage. So that's pretty nice for Neutron. It will enable him to maybe get a secondary hero. I'm not sure what that would be, honestly. Maybe just a Demon Hunter second into Lores. Could be a bear bust. You've seen a lot against these undead expansions. You just quickly get to tier 3 as fast as possible, go for 4 to 5 bears, and then you can really break these Nerubian towers, these Spirit towers. So we'll see. There's a lot of strategies for both players, actually.
Check the difference here, though. EnTe's still a little paranoid about the elf pressure, sticking close to his base, going to creep the Murloc, but he might actually leave Neutron with the option of taking both shops. Obviously going to take one shop right now. He's still got another Wand of Illusion on his Keeper that he could use for buffer at the other shop because his army is low, but if you have the Treants and the Illusion to tank, you can creep the big camp.
The Keeper!
Oh.
Okay. Close. Nice staff out, because if not, I think, look at the ghouls at the north. Look at EnTe, man. He was so ready to kill that Keeper there. And I would love to see boots for this exact reason on both players, in fact. But Neutron a little bit slow start right now.
Where are the ghouls at the north?
He pulled all the ghouls that are mining at the graveyard currently to block at the ramp of the laboratory. To stop the Keeper. Yeah. Were you just looking around at like the expo and stuff?
Yeah, I didn't see any yellow on the map. I'm like, I don't get it. I missed it. But yeah, so Neutron's gonna take both mid camps though, or the shops, and these are very good items, good experience, and that's where we're starting to see that level 4 Keeper. Not yet at level 4 Lich, but starting to see a transition to the Fiends.
Yeah, no secondary here yet. Okay, it will be the Demon Hunter second for Neutron. I agree with that choice, as well as the double Lores. Yeah, the altar coming up perfectly on time to be able to get that tier 3 tech. Of course, you do need the altar. Very important. And yeah, just Fiends. Yeah, you're right. Just Fiends, which maybe the safer option than Gargs. But maybe Gargs would be better because Demon Hunter, what are you going to do against Mass Gargs? You got no Panda. You know, you need tier 3 to get that orb. The Keeper can shoot up, but there's only one Archer other than that. So maybe Gargs is the right choice for EnTe this game. If only he had seen that altar, that Demon Hunter, quicker. He could have done it.
This is an awkward position because, yeah, you have a level 4 Lich, which is good. You have some ghouls and some Fiends, but you have no buffer with the DK yet. Your tech is very behind, and you're still going to be caught out of position. Entangle is very, very good, and this is still a weird position for EnTe to be putting on pressure, I think. Good timing, though, because he doesn't know this, but Neutron's stuck at the lab, and he could actually get some value. He doesn't know this, though. EnTe a little indecisive.
That was a fake. It was a fake. It was just a staff. And EnTe respects it so much that he moves back. Of course, you know, he has a town portal, so he can get out of here. And, of course, with the Lich, with that much mana, you can Nova these wisps as they go to repair. So I really think EnTe could be committing to killing this tree, even if he loses, you know, 2 Fiends might be costly, but I think it's definitely worth it.
Oh, Neutron's out of position. The Keeper's taking a lot of damage. Greater heal, yeah, we'll keep him in this fight for a bit. A couple more Entangles going down, and EnTe's going, oh no, do I want to waste all my Novas? And he does. I don't think this is the right play because now the army's going to come and buffer. Now you're out of mana. And here comes the Demon Hunter, going to make sure that you don't have any more Novas, and that's going to end this crusade on the expansion, and you might actually lose some Fiends as well in the process.
Yeah, 2 Fiends falling. Of course, when both players are on 2 base, losing a couple of units, not the end of the world. But a very nice defense. Use the Wand of the Wind, or Wand of the Wind now, but use the Wand of Mana Stealing earlier on that Lich to ensure there wasn't too many Novas with Neutron. And very well defended with the fake staff into the Keeper defending solo into the army coming in, not after or not before he finished creeping that lab. So Very calm, collected is
Oh,
Neutron.
surprised EnTe or Neutron didn't surround that Fiend. No, he's going to have to... Oh, nice sacrifice, actually. Sacrifice the Fiend for an extra Nova. And he's still got a TP. There's another Hunt going down for sure. And actually, a Nova on this giant clump of Hunts could be really good. But Wand of the Wind comes down. And Neutron's going to trade a Fiend out. Maybe 2 Fiends before this Nova comes in.
Oh, Nova on the Keeper. Because there's, of course, no Town Portal. The Death Knight's coming in with Coil. But a lot of units went down. Of course, a couple of Huntresses, but traded for, what was that, 4 Fiends overall?
Yeah, that was a lot of Fiend dump. And that's okay because EnTe's on double Crypt now, double Slaughterhouse, going to be keeping the expansion flowing. And maybe he could transition into a big army, but right now, Neutron picking off these Fiends gives him a good advantage. He's going to maintain his map control with a huge army. And, I mean, right now, these Hunts are expendable, but he's getting so much value out of them. He might actually be able to steal this lab.
Yeah, and the Death Knight would love to creep that as well, the lab right now. So there is a Coil, there is almost a Nova, but there's certainly always going to be an Entangled. A nice block on the surround, but probably going to end up locking it in. Nicely done by Neutron.
There's no way out for this Lich. This is a dead Lich.
Can you Coil it and maybe pass the Town Portal? No. Okay, and there's double Slaughterhouse for EnTe, so we can transition into maybe Abomination Meat Wagon, but yeah, this is very rough for EnTe now.
Yeah, this is a bad situation. 63 supply. The Demon Hunter is looking strong. Staff now on the Keeper, and the Demon Hunter got the Invuln and the Hellstone from that camp. And look at this. Level 1 DK now. You're stuck. You can't heal that much. Entangles are going to rip you apart. You still don't have Destroyer form. This is just a bad timing for EnTe, and this is probably just GG.
100 trading for Fiends, level 5 on the Keeper. Demon Hunter comes back in, and he's so safe, and he's got the Orb now as well. The Lich not even close to being out. Tier 3 just now finishing a couple of Abominations as well as Destroyer form coming up, but more Fiends being caught out by this Entangle. A couple of Huntresses are falling, yeah, but the Lich isn't here to get any of the experience, and Death Knight's not even level 2 yet. Maybe a Surround. There's no Town Portal, actually, Ricky. Okay. Can he pass any items? If he can't pass items, this Keeper is dead. He tries to pass the Invuln. Okay,
oh,
he does drop it. He drops it on the ground. He drops everything on the ground. Nice play. Very heads up from Neutron. And nicely done from EnTe to fully block any items from being directly passed. But then Neutron just realizes that, drops them on the ground, saves his first hero. Very important for Neutron.
That was a sick staff pass as well. Keeps everything going.
Yeah.
Neutron's on point today, man.
Yeah, very nicely done from Neutron. Absolutely.
Pretty big army here, though, for the Undead. 61 supply for EnTe, but the DK being only level 1 is such a huge problem. Buys an Invuln, but now he's going in the wrong direction. You need to creep like a red camp. You need to creep something big. But right now, it looks like he's just going straight to the expansion, which is obviously just on paper an overextension. 100%. Okay, good. Creep out some of these Null. The Null Overseer is good. He'll get level 2 from here. And then he needs to go to red camp and actually take advantage of the Lich not being here. Try to get that DK level 3 as fast as possible.
Yeah, this is a great choice. Just picking up what creeps you can. Even if you get caught out, he's got a Town Portal. And even, you know, you got to take risks when you're this far behind. The Lich is now out with Orb. And honestly, 61 against 49 supply. And the bank isn't even that big. I think Neutron is thinking he's more ahead than he actually is. Because the supply differential is pretty big right now, and he's expanding again before breaking upkeep.
Oh, that's a good point. Neutron actually investing in this expansion so much, thinking that he's super ahead, but we forget the 61 supply Undead with Orb is good. DK not being level 3 is the only issue, but this is a big chunk of army for the Undead. What happened to Neutron's macro? Okay, now he's building double Mountain Giants, but they're not out yet.
Yeah, this red camp can be snagged. If EnTe could just snag this red camp and then Town Portal out, this would be great. Double Mountain Giants are coming. But it's going to be a while, and you know what? EnTe already has double Slaughterhouse. He's got Disease Cloud, he's got Abominations. He's going to get the red camp. Helm of Valor, not the greatest, and I think this is indeed a Town Portal, yeah. But EnTe's really doing well to come back.
Yeah, this is really good. Soon to have that level 3 DK. He's got Destroyer form, he's got Ghoul Frenzy. A-Bomb with Disease Cloud. He's going to pump more A-Bombs out as well. Might as well keep breaking it. Yeah, double pump A-Bomb. And, yeah, I mean, right now, the double Mountain Giants come out for Neutron, and that's the buffer that he needs in this fight now. This army was very naked before, but with these 2 Mountain Giants, that will pay dividends, and there's still the factor, Carson, of these high-level Night Elf heroes. Like the Demon Hunter about to be level 5 soon. He's going to pick up a bunch of experience from this camp. That's super scary.
Yeah, that level 5 Demon Hunter is certainly a win condition. You hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that whistle, man.
Did the old man
Do you know how to whistle?
Yeah, I can whistle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not very well though. Yeah, but the expansion could be. Oh, EnTe, did you see it? Oh, this is gonna be canceled. And you know what? This is 2 base undead against 1 base night elf, and Neutron has just broken upkeep. Just broke upkeep once his expansion died. EnTe's gonna be pulling ahead maybe 15 supply.
This is interesting. Mountain Giants.
Item left.
Oh, he's actually building 2 more bears. He's not investing in any more Mountain Giants. I think he sees that the A-bomb count is getting bigger and bigger, and he's right. I mean, EnTe is still continuing to pump out A-bombs, but this might be a good timing for EnTe right now.
A lot of moon juice, though. Whole lot of moon juice. I don't think this is something you want to commit to, but killing a couple moon wells, maybe forcing, you know, all the moon juice to be used and then repushing, getting Disease Cloud, of course, on all the Dryads would be great, and then just getting out. But you don't want to be losing abominations like this.
Yeah, this bomb definitely feeling a little overzealous. He's going to go down. Destroyer form in the air, though. Could soak up a bit of the roar if there is some. Nice Novas on the Bears and the Mountain Giants at the front line, but EnTe needs to do a good job of not focusing the Mountain Giants, which he's doing. The taunt is super effective right now, and now the Dryads and the range starting to take over for Neutron. You need to ignore these Mountain Giants, and yeah, EnTe not in a good position here. Gonna TP out. I think that's the right call. Needs a better position. This isn't the right time.
Yeah, not getting Disease Cloud on the Dryads, though, is great for Neutron, because, you know, on the Mountain Giants you can deal with it, but on the Dryads it's very annoying to heal them up at the Moonwells, because they have mana, of course. And now the expansion's coming back up for Neutron, and he's got really the army that he wants. Like, what is he going to get other than this? He's going to get maybe another Mountain Giant, a couple more Dryads, but really he's got what he needs to win any fight in the future, and he's, of course, got that level 5 Demon Hunter now as well, so... EnTe's going to have to pull out some tricks. He's going to have to get the right, you know, teeter-totter of an army together. And currently he's only got 3 abominations, maybe. Oh, he's got 1 in the base, so maybe 4 is enough. Oh, he catches the wisps. Look at that. He catches all the wisps.
Good. Oh, this is good. He's still got that TP if he wants to get out. No mana, and I think that might be the case. He actually pops 2 more extra statues at the slaughterhouse, so he wants to go into more destroyer-heavy composition. I'm not sure if that's the right play, but a couple fiends might go down. He's going to dive for this tree, Carson. I don't know if he's going to be able to get it, but he might lose a lot in the process. He's diving for the tree. There's no wisp to heal. TP is... Oh, there's no way he's going to get it, but he's going to lose a lot here. 2 fiends, about to be a 3rd statue. Okay.
He loses the Destroyer. Okay, he didn't. He lost 2 fiends for that, killed the wisps, and he finally got Disease Cloud on everything. But yeah, nicely defended again for Neutron. Gonna save that tree. And we're again going to be back on 2 base.
I think if you're EnTe, you definitely want to either go for a sapper play or try to get rid of that tree. It's still so vulnerable. I would be thinking, let me get rid of that tree.
I think a sapper would be a great choice, but look at Neutron's Dryad. I think that is the intention of that, was getting the expansion, but also being ready for that sapper potentially. Be 500 IQ if he's thinking of that right now, but he is scouting both red camps, so potentially not. But the Dryads are looking around. Just look at the Disease Cloud, man. Like, if you take short fights and then re-engage, it's so good.
This is so many A-bombs as well. 6 A-bombs. You bring in the ghouls now. This is your final end game push. 87 supply with 2 meat wagons in the slaughterhouse is about to be coming up. And EnTe, this is where he wants right now. And Neutron has not to getting maximum value out of this expansion. This army is hurt, like you said. The Disease Cloud paying off for him. And now he's coming back in, and Neutron, oh, he might actually get caught off guard early with the Demon Hunter. Force the staff early, which is still good. Keep this Demon Hunter out of the fight early. Force the Moonwell juice before the fight even begins. And here we go.
You don't want to use those items so early, though, Neutron. He's already used his invul, and he's going to have to use his health stone soon if he doesn't get staffed out. He used his health stone. That's both the items on the big tank of this army already used. Everything is focus fired on the Demon Hunter. I would like to see just more attack moving from EnTe, but definitely got a good army here, and the 2 meat wagons coming in are going to help out so much against the Dryads. Oh, the Death Knight has an invul and has a heal scroll. So both players may be overcommitted to hero focus in this fight so far. Yeah, I don't think that hero focus is the play for EnTe. He needs to be A-moving. The meat wagon's actually coming into the fight right now. This is the perfect time. You still have the ghoul buffer. You still have a lot of A-bombs on the ground. And actually, EnTe is destroying this fight now. Demon Hunter finally comes in to add a bit more damage, but this is exactly the pace and the positioning that EnTe wants. Look at the front line of A-bombs, dude. The Mountain Giants are clumbling. They're falling. One's about to go down. I think the staffs are on cooldown, so these Mountain Giants will fall. Okay, 1 staff finally being used on the Mountain Giant, but the Dryads are just disintegrating to the meat wagons, and Neutron has to back off. He can't keep fighting this. Yeah, and all of a sudden there's still 3 abominations. Everything has Disease Cloud. DK trying to heal up the Mountain Giants, but the Moon Juice was used. It was beautifully used mid-fight by Neutron to heal up the Demon Hunter, but now he's got none left. I think Neutron has to kill this Death Knight. That's how he has to come back in this fight. Go for an Entangle, try to kill Death Knight if you can, but at the moment, the expansion's going to die. Is there a Town Portal? There's no Town Portal, so EnTe very much all in, but he could back off. He's got enough gold to buy one. Got to be careful with that Death Knight, though. That's the one way I think EnTe could lose this fight.
Yeah, but Neutron's going to dive in. Neutron's going to dive in to try to get that Death Knight, and a lot of units could go down here. The Keeper just gets disintegrated by the A-bombs, and GG's called. EnTe ties up the series. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We're going to hop into Game 3 of Neutron versus EnTe on Northern Isles. Let's go. All right, and hopefully this motivates EnTe, and it's not biased, guys, but EnTe saying before that he didn't even really want to play because he has such a hard problem with Night Elves, and there's 2 in this group, so very excited that he's getting through this hurdle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course, either player that loses here has still going to be playing against Cooper. If they lose here, so either player has a second shot, but this is definitely important. Definitely important. You want to be in the upper bracket. Very, very important. Will we see another expansion from EnTe? And will Neutron make adjustments to try to counter that fast expansion? More all-in-y. There is potential for 2 Rax hunts going in for it. I think Neutron, certainly could commit to a big push if there's Lich first here.
Yeah, and I don't blame EnTe for sticking to his guns here. I think opening up Alter Crypt and trying to do the same thing on this map is even more viable. I think it's really great on Northern Isles. Easier to the creep camp isn't, or the expo isn't as easy to creep as on LR, but it's still very doable and very effective. And what else can I say? But Keeper coming out for Neutron, and he's going to creep out the consumable and then probably just go on the prowl. And that's something that Neutron's actually been getting away with a lot in this series, is just the efficiency with those entangles, man.
Yeah.
Like, every undead player knows you can't be in the middle of the map with a Keeper level 3, and Neutron's just taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, it's been very, very good harassment from him throughout the series, absolutely. Especially on Concealed Hill, too. Remember, he killed a bunch of Acolytes, forced the DK back a bunch of times, and that's really what won him the game in the end. The Archer taking a lot of damage from the creeps. This is not the best creeping from Neutron. He kind of has a history with this creep camp. You might have not seen the series, Rick, but people in the chat know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, didn't he lose his AOW at Anaheim, too, against Loliat on EI?
I think that was Loliat who lost it, and then when they regamed, he
let
him kill it again, yeah.
Okay, picking up the Acolyte, though. Good experience. Oh, actually dragging this Keeper farther than he wants to.
Oh, Neutron. Losing the Archer as well. This is not... It's deceiving, because this is actually a pretty difficult camp to creep with an Ancient of War. With only 1 Wisp. It's pretty difficult. It looks easy, but it's not.
Ooh, nice Deado, though. Instantly on the Skellies. But this is annoying. Yeah, you want to bring that AOW. He's got to rebuild an Archer and then go again. But DK could stick around, steal the Ogre. If you steal the Ogre and get the XP, that is good.
Yeah, but in the meantime, kind of a lightning rod. Oops, I messed up my Ancient War creep. Stop me from creeping this now, but the expansion's coming up. I think this is an excellent decision from Neutron, actually. Like, he's looking like, oh, I'm going to go for the Magi. That's all that's on my mind. Really make EnTe tunnel vision. And in the meantime, the expansion is totally safe. EnTe's pulling ghouls down, but I doubt to go for the expansion is most likely to stop Neutron from getting this Ogre Magi. Perfectly played, I feel like, despite the mistakes from Neutron.
This is good, but now you're getting into a situation where you need to get value out of pulling your ghouls because you're not going to creep your expansion, you're not going to get level 2, and an entangle right off the bat on a ghoul is not good. And actually, EnTe just going to go for the creep. Deado comes in on the 1 Skelly, that's good, but there's still going to be a coil on this. He will get the XP and the item. Oh my god.
Close. Wand of Mana Stealing also going to be great. Uses it already, so there's no more entangle, and won't even be 1 in 5 mana if he uses it again. The cooldown's going to be a bit longer than that. Oh, 1 more entangle for the wand, possibly. Nope, it gets used, and there's plenty of coils and no more entangles until the Keeper makes it back to the Moonwells.
Good pressure so far from EnTe, but now he's going to back off. The ghouls are going to go back home. EnTe's done his work. He slowed down this Keeper. but has he? Level 2 still on the keeper. What do you think? Actually, a lot of damage, but this is still a level 2 keeper and the tree's coming up.
Yeah, the expansion's totally safe. That's what I mean. It was a very nice nice play from Neutron to just be, oops, you better stop me from getting this Ogre Magi, right? But now he's got a free expansion.
Yeah, but he's activated Neutron's trap card.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is like still a very good timing window to creep the expansion. A surround. Oh, he botches the surround. And now EnTe starting to lose some units. Coil, one more coil might be there. Deny. Okay, nice deny. He's only got one more coil in the tank, and this is gonna have to go on that ghoul.
So many coils so far, though. The one to mass ceiling is helping out so much. It's gone now, but it definitely paid for itself in the way of saving ghouls for EnTe. The expansion's up. The expansion's not forgotten about either. And it's not been scouted, but it may be. He actually blocked the Skelly with the Wisps to deny the confirmation of that expansion, but even if it was confirmed by EnTe, he's going back home. He's going to creep. His tier 2's done. He's actually building an Acolyte, so EnTe's just going to counter-expand.
I think that's the right play, but that's going to slow down EnTe a lot. And right now, he's invested so much into ghouls. We don't even see a... Okay, we do see a graveyard, and we could see a... What? One Crypt Gargs? I was going to say, Ooh. What is the transition? Because we know that Neutron right now is skipping the Hunter's Hall. Oh, he's not skipping the Hunter's Hall. Neutron actually might go into lores behind this. I thought he was going to go into double wins.
It might be a fake. It might be a fake, because you're not typically going to tier 2 expand and go Gargs. You're typically going to tier 1 expand and then go Gargs, or open with Fiends, and then after you get your expansion up later, go into Gargs. But you're very rarely going to just build Gargs and then expand at the same time, so it could be a fake out if he sends that Garg across the map. But I think Neutron's going to find this regardless, so that no more fake outs will happen this game, I feel.
EnTe going to put up the mine now. The creep camp is done. Getting a bit of juicy experience. Now the Lich is here to support, and the Alchemist wants to do some damage. There's a TP on the Keeper, but that is about it. Nova comes down on that Keeper, and EnTe goes for hero focus a lot. The surround on the Alchemist isn't there again, and the Acid Bomb is just chipping away at some of these units. Level 3 on the Keeper now, and the big key here, Carson, Neutron sees that Garg. He sees that Garg. How does he react?
Yeah, he only sees one, though, and it's very common to just go one Crypt Gargs here. I'm not even sure. I would have to ask somebody, is that a fake out, or is there a legitimate reason why you want a couple of Gargs? It feels like it's just a fake out, but the lumber is very low for EnTe. And he's only building the one, so I doubt we're going to see an overreaction from Neutron from this. Yeah, someone make a command for me in the chat. I don't have a command. What the heck?
What would mine be?
Yours is Quack.
It is?
Yeah, you have a command. I don't have one. What the heck?
If you type !Bidoux in the chat, it says quack?
Yeah, it does, because you're a quack.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that a thing? Is it because of my Duck Zoo comment?
Yes, I believe so. Oh, the tower's going to get up. Okay, one is done. The other one is 50%. Ooh, he's just going to dive for the gold mine.
There's a lot of units here, man. There's a lot of Night Elf units here, and actually Neutron is going to go for this.
Oh, TP forced. TP forced. Oh my god, it's going to be so close. It's going to be so
close. Oh my god.
But the treants are left over after the town portal. Oh my god, I don't think even Neutron did that on purpose, leaving the 2 treants there, but they were just out of range of the town portal, so they actually get the cancel. If those 2 treants weren't left over, they would have, the gold mine would have gotten up with like 10 health.
Crazy. No coils here, but the archers, ooh, miss rallying. That's 2 pickoffs for Mr. EnTe. And we're starting to see the lack of wood. He actually sends the ghouls back home to rebuild. And when you have to cancel and rebuild this expansion with towers in the main base, a lot of wood investment trying to get this expansion up. However, Neutron's expansion is up, mining, running, totally fine. And again, double lores. So we will start to see the Dryad transition into bears and probably mountain giants.
Yep, just like last game, and the Keeper going back in with full mana. Ricky, Staff of Teleportation. This is another gold mine cancel potentially if you can be out of range of both of those towers. And look at this, completely out of range of the towers. He's gonna get it again. Beautifully played from Neutron. Nice cancels, nice calculated play first using the town portal. He's gonna get it again. He's gonna play the economic game, and that's what EnTe did to him in game 2, and it worked out. So.
Oh, this is so frustrating. Look at the investment sitting here too, like the shop, double tower, and this Keeper could sit here all day. And on the other token, the Alchemist just creeping up like crazy. So it's like,
Oh, I love that from Neutron. I love that. He sees the heroes coming, but he doesn't just staff right away. He uses his health pot and then staffs. He doesn't want to look cool. He plays it safe. I love that. I love it. Just a small thing, but very, very calculated and well thought out. Just use that health pot. Why not? Why not?
does Neutron have double or level 2 Treant?
Yes, yes, he does.
Oh, interesting. Oh man, what a jack! What a jack! You're entangle on the Lich. There is a coil on the DK, and it
No
will fully
inventory.
heal.
No inventory space on the DK either. He's not going to be able to get the item if he does coil or no, but...
I assume he'll pop that mana pot. Yeah, he will.
All right.
And he gets the mana stone.
Nicely done by EnTe. May cost him a town portal, but mana stone worth, possibly? Oh,
Might be able to
coil's
get out.
being
Oh, he
used.
gets
Oh my
out.
god. There's no entangled. Nicely done by EnTe. Jesus.
Yeah, that was really smooth. Really smooth. Now we're starting to see the Dryad and Bear transition. Abolish magic. And is that Master training already? Wow, it is already Master Bear training. Quick upgrades for Mr. Neutron, and double crypt or double slaughterhouse this time with the crypt. Maybe he'll put down double crypt again, but he's just so broke. He needs this expansion to go up in Carson. It's still not even up yet. How crazy is that?
Yeah, what's the gold difference mine? Yeah, Neutron's at 8k in his gold mine. Jesus Wheezes. Already been mining for over 3 minutes on his expansion. And remember, EnTe was building his around the same time that Neutron was entangling his. So they could be pretty close, within 200 gold of each other, if it weren't for those 2 insane cancels by Neutron.
Oh, Neutron's feeling it, dude. Tree of Life on the left side for the red camp. He is feeling the greed.
Did this last game too, and it did cost him in the end, but it doesn't look like EnTe's in a good enough position to do much about it this time. So definitely the right call from Neutron. He's probably going to go into Mountain Giants pretty soon. He's got the Shredder, of course, as well. So he's going to be able to do that. Get the upgrades, get the 2 Mountain Giants, break upkeep, and Demon Hunter 3rd. Again, another really nice choice from Neutron. I love Demon Hunter 3rd.
Yeah, power creeping as well. Gets the boots of Kulfalas. Why not, dude? Why not? Of course, a great item. Oh,
Lich almost falling.
Were you getting a little bit of spike there, or was that just me?
Just you.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm spiking a bit. Oh, spiking a lot.
All right. Are you dropping frames?
I'm not dropping frames.
All right. Should be all right. It should be all right. I'll do radio commentary.
No, we're back. We're back. It's just kind of stuttery right now.
The
The Lich picks up an orb. Okay, I think we're back. Just a little stutter there. Just a little stutter, guys. We're fine. It's not me.
F. Spam your Fs, everybody. Panic.
No,
panic,
don't
panic,
spam
panic,
your
panic,
Fs, 'cause then I'll think that there is.
There's a fire. Unplug your headphones. Put it on the speaker. There's a fire. Sorry. Go ahead, Rick.
Wow, that was unbelievable. Lich gonna be creeping up. And right now, EnTe is just still trying to maximize this expansion. And, okay, Disease Cloud and Destroyer Form being researched, and then he's quickly going into Abominations. But look at the difference between this game and last. Neutron was the one that was having a hard time breaking. Now he's up to 60. EnTe's only at 40. Do you know how much time EnTe needs to be able to fight this or compete with this? A lot.
Break free. Yeah, that's what EnTe's singing right now for sure. That's what he's remixing on Ableton, actually. I want to break free, blah, blah, blue. Because he's stuck on 44 supply right now, Rick. And Neutron's about to be, what, 70, 80, 3 base? 4 base, even. Expand the other red camp. This is looking great for Neutron.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be able to get this red camp. EnTe not even close. So he's going to get the camp. That's Demon Hunter 3. I think that's 333. That's crazy Night Elf armor levels.
Yeah, pretty
Medallion.
good. Demon Hunter is so quickly level 3, and it's very important. And he's got great items as well. Oh, we saw this last game, though. Neutron committing to the 3rd base, but then losing his 2nd and not even getting the 3rd up. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's literally what we saw. But a quick TP from Neutron.
That's a staff. That's a staff. And they don't fall for it. You always fall for it. It's just a staff. Oh, no. Why you have to be mad? He could have actually killed that tree there if he didn't fall for the staff again. Don't fall for the staff, guys. Don't fall for the staff.
And double A-bomb production. EnTe is buying himself that precious time. And Neutron, the saving grace for Neutron is he's going to be on so many bases when he takes these fights. So He'll be good. Somebody's cooking ham in my house, and it smells delicious. It smells delicious. Maybe that's bacon. I don't know what that is, but that is just hitting the nostrils, and that is just making them flare, man. I am
Subway again today.
Oh man, no, I'm gonna be cooking again. I cooked last night, by the way.
Clown makeup, Rick.
I don't know. I'm cooking tonight. But okay, both red camps gonna go to Neutron, and that's double medallion of courage.
Ooh, courage.
I mean, you probably want to just. Do you want to just give them both to the keeper? Because that's like a ton of damage on that keeper. It's plus 10 with the orb.
It's good for the health too. Yeah, I think it'd probably be great on the alchemist, honestly.
Oh, true. Yes.
DP back. EnTe desperately trying to do something about this economic edge that Neutron has been able to wedge into this game, but it's going to be rough. 75 supply, though, for EnTe against 79. There's a world in which he can win a fight, but he's got to win the first fight. He cannot lose a fight and then come back because this is a 3-base Night Elf, Ricky. 3-base.
Sorry, I just had to shoot a message to whoever's cooking in my house.
Try some of that bacon.
Yeah, man, give me some. Is that a bag of bakey? Yeah.
You guys have code names for when you're cooking stuff up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Neutron's doing it, dude. And if you have 2 expansions, why not the double Chimera Roost?
KAI dash. Sorry.
Yeah, dude, I don't think any of us will ever get over how annoying that is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at how many statues there are. 5 statues.
Yeah, well, there's a decent amount of bears as well, and I imagine he's gonna break high upkeep. He just built his 2 Ziggurats. Probably gonna break high upkeep with 2 meat wagons, I imagine.
Wait, is he actually gonna pop all these destroyers? He's only keeping 1 statue. Oh my God, he's popping them all.
This is gonna be a fantastic fight. Chain morphs them as well. This is gonna be a fantastic fight. I think you give up this expansion if you're Neutron. I don't think you fight this, bro.
This is a lot of destroyers, and they're gonna eat
Look at the bears.
even more.
Look at the bears. Oh, Jesus. Nice stab, though.
Wow.
But these bears are like, oh my God.
It's a ditch effort for EnTe to try to close out the supply gap here. 81 for EnTe, and the bears are falling, but now that all the bears are gone, you're stuck with all these destroyers, and you have to rely on your A-bombs. Eat the... There we go. Eats the tree ants. Level 2 on the Dark Ranger now. Goes for the focus on the Demon Hunter, but the staff is on cooldown for the Keeper, but not on the cooldown for the Alchemist. Another bear falls, and now you just have A-bombs trying to wither down these Dryads. Has EnTe actually won this fight? He has.
I would love to see a couple of meat wagons from EnTe behind this as well to deal with the Dryads, because now you're stuck on a lot of useless supply. We pretty much saw how good destroyers are good for, or how long destroyers are good for, and now they're falling off. There is an Embalm Pot. Not going to use it yet, but yeah, Neutron at the latter end of this fight. Now you're stuck on what is this, 25 supply? Essentially units that aren't going to do anything now, EnTe.
Mana Stone trying to go for the last ditch effort on the Demon Hunter. He can get it. Mana Stone. Mana Stone coil. Oh, he pops the invuln on the DK now, or the Demon Hunter. Now this DK has to force TP out. Don't want to lose this A-bomb on the way out as well. Yeah, I mean, he killed the bears at this point, but I wonder if... Oh, wow. Neutron is going to double pump bears again, but now he's got those dirty, dirty chimeras coming out, and there's no answer for these. What's Destroyer? There's no fiends, no webbed fiends at all. Does he just go for mass Destroyer at this point and just go for hero focus?
Yeah, the Destroyers are the only anti-air, honestly, along with the heroes, of course, but... yeah, like, honestly, I don't know what you do. How do you deal with the Dryads? Disease God's working. But yeah, you almost hope you lose a couple more of those destroyers in that fight and keep a couple more abominations alive because of it. Because now, like, these destroyers just, like, 2 or 3 is great because you need them against the Keeper, you need them against the bears. But 5, that's a lot of supply. You're gonna have to break high upkeep to really get an army that's ever gonna be able to fight Neutron. And Neutron has the perfect. He's got the perfect army. Perfect. He's got 2 bears, he's got the mountain giants, he's got the 2 chimeras in the air, he's got plenty of Dryads. A couple of archers aren't great.
EnTe sees the chimeras and he goes, oh no, how am I supposed to engage this? It's tough, man. It's tough.
You can nuke them. You can nuke them down and try to deal with them right away. With Destros with mana, it's doable. And he's got a couple of statues that he can maybe chain morph again. High upkeep for Neutron. 4 Chimeras soon.
A town is
Jeez.
under siege.
A lot of units.
Expansions are going to be traded, and you know what? Neutron can do this all day.
Oh, EnTe's actually going to TP back home. Does he get the tree? I don't think he gets the
He
tree.
calculated. Yeah, he didn't calculate it right. But all the wisps were detonated. But this is a big fight. Very important. Neutron's actually just going to town portal back. But, oh, now he leaves this open, Ricky. EnTe, are you going to realize you could run right over there right now and go for that other tree?
That's what he's
Yep,
doing.
he does realize, yep. That this tree in the bottom right is going up for Neutron. He can just play this game all day because he's got more economy. He can build more trees of life, and he can play hit and run.
EnTe's got a pretty good bank as well for a transition out of this. Maybe he wants to just pump Gargs out. He doesn't want to break 80 supply because then he'll start losing out on some of the money. A TP comes in from Neutron. Neutron's going to be able to frantically hold on to these expansions. Oh, how do you deal with this, though? There's so many Chimeras.
Yeah, it's rough, man. That's rough. And you don't really need any more. It would be definitely an overcommitment if Neutron built more than 4. I think he's got just a fine army. He could build maybe another Mountain Giant. But other than that, his army, like, this is ideal. This is an ideal army. The gear levels are great. EnTe, he's building a couple of Gargs to deal with the Chimeras, but there's not enough anti-air to really deal with them in time before he loses all of his abominations. And
Yeah, the A-bombs go down, and that's a big chunk of this supply here. All that focus fire on one Chimera, and I mean, there's staffs anyway. I don't think this army can actually be killed at this point. Trying to focus down this Chimera, but look at that, just the staff, and look how much he invested in trying to take down just 1. But there's 4. And now the heroes are taking over the DK, and a lot of trouble. Entangle comes in, and even with the destroyers, there is no Devour in time. And the DK goes down, and that's going to be it for this game. Neutron, in a tough, grueling best of 3, going to be able to take the win. The Lich will follow into the Shadowlands.
And nicely done from Neutron. Nicely done. G is called. Very important to get that second G in, and a nicely won series from Neutron. Very well played, very calm, very collected, nice micro throughout, and nice understanding of what sort of army he needed to secure that win in the end. And I like to see it.